Yeah, our last guest was wearing zapatillas, like a beautiful dress.
And I was like,
I'm wearing slides. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so how does this work? Wait,
Yeah, he's gonna tell you.
Okay. I don't know why I just got like super nervous.
It's okay.
Like my hands started sweating.
Just go with it.
Hyperventilating.
And girl, just say what you want. You can say anything.
Okay.
Whatever
you
want to
take a shot at somebody like, bitch, I told you. It's right here. This
yeah.
Okay, I was like, where am I looking at? There? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So I la lonja, bitch. Fuck.
I know. Every time I come on.
Wait, can I pee? I feel like I need to pee.
Yeah.
Like, I got so nervous. No, for real. I really did. I was like, fuck.
Did you have to go in there and psych yourself up? Like, hey, come on.
and like relax, you know?
It's
like,
not that
She
deep.
looked herself in the mirror.
Like, slap your hands together.
Oh, that's
No
the rosy
wonder.
lawyer.
No wonder I'm a little pee.
I thought it was the blush.
Oh, no. I slapped myself.
Both of you got the fresh eyebrows, all right?
Hey,
If
Shit,
your brow
no,
is
you're
not a bee, you're your own walking business.
right. If your brows aren't good, are you really a brow girl?
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jona, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.
Welcome back, Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. Your boy Jona.
And your girl Les. And today we have Miss Giselle here. Hey,
Everybody clap.
Everybody clap, everyone.
Todos,
He put the sound
por favor.
effects.
I know y'all been waiting for me.
We're here live audience.
The three people
I
watching.
know, for real. My two fans.
Usted haría, por favor.
Por favor, Julia, somos tres.
Somos tres.
Ni al caso. Me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Welcome
meet you
to
too. Thank
our
you.
huge studio that's, here in La Jolla. So,
It's big, bro. It's big.
Con la vista del mar.
low-key.
Hey, low-key.
No, for real.
We got J Street.
Yeah,
Downtown.
exactly.
Whatever it is.
Marina.
Downtown view.
Yeah.
Something nice. Penthouse.
The Gaylord Hotel around here somewhere.
Hey.
Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for coming. Leslie, how do you know this?
This
lovely
queen?
lady? This queen.
How do you know
Wait,
this
how
thing?
do I know?
How do you know this toxica?
Está aquí. Did I first?
Bro.
Oh, pull a little closer to you. Sorry.
I think I met her through soccer. Here, a little bit more.
Perfect. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I met you, I think, through soccer, and then I realized that I knew your sister.
Oh my gosh. That's right. You went to school with Priscilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her,
Shout out
her
to
older
Priscilla.
sister. Shout out Priscilla.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh, no, take it back.
I'm kidding.
Cut that out, Jonah.
Priscilla, yo no hice nada.
I'm gonna bleep
That's
all that.
right.
We were in like a dance team, like a Hawaiian dance team. It was called Tahitian together. And then.
But then also through Cynthia, right?
And through, but I think that was.
But no,
after.
okay, here's the thing. I feel like Leslie at the time, you were like the it girl for soccer. So like, I think
I
your
was captain, guys.
I think you were public on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I have-
but like,
She's still that girl.
Yeah, she's still that girl. She's like that girl. But like at the time, like we were at our prime. But she was like Leslie was
Yeah.
like that girl, and we both played soccer, and so like I think that's how I think I knew of you.
At Rosa Parks?
Yeah, and then like we had Cynthia in common.
True.
And then I think I found out my sister, and like you went to school with my sister, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
And then-
ever since
What
then,
a small world.
yeah, no, for real. We
Yeah,
have a lot of
everybody
friends in
knows
common. No, yeah, because Sandra too.
Yeah.
yeah.
San Diego's small.
It is. It really is.
It's a good thing and a bad
No, I was
thing.
about to say, unfortunately, but fortunately.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because
You
it
gotta be
pays to know
careful.
people, but.
Sometimes like burnt.
I know.
You can't go
No,
nowhere.
for real. I know.
That was always like an issue. Like going out, like fuck, somebody's gonna recognize me.
But we go way back. Like I
Keep
feel like
your,
that was like what, freshman year? Like I feel like
Freshman
I've
year
known
in high
you since
school?
like freshman year. Yeah.
No, I think after because I met your sister first and I met her freshman year. Something like that. Maybe like
Freshman,
summer or
sophomore,
something.
Yeah.
What I. I was going to ask you, do you keep your Instagram private or public?
My personal is private. My business is public.
Okay, just fun fact. But
It used to be. I feel like back then, like it used to be when I was younger.
is there a specific reason why people put their pages private? I just wonder.
I've
'Cause I'm an
never
open book
understood
bitch.
it. Because what are they gonna see or find? Like,
I feel like in my mentality, I don't know. I mean, we're all different.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right?
asking.
Like
Like,
when I
what
was
is your
younger, it
reasoning?
was very
oh,
much
you just
like
public?
yeah, she's public. Yeah, you're public.
Whoever want to see
Yeah.
me.
What's up? Pull up.
Like, I have nothing to hide.
I know.
It's not just that, but I feel like when I was younger, I like wanted everybody to follow me. Like you just
Period.
want followers. You're young.
Get my influencer
You know?
career up.
Yeah.
So if you want to see, follow.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
but that was like me young, middle school, high school, like everything was public. But now, like as I'm older, it's like I don't know. For my personal Instagram, like I want a little bit more like privacy.
I kind of get I kind of get the women doing it, but dudes with the private account,
Why?
por favor, mijo, like your shitty ass pictures. Who wants to see that?
Why?
What could you possibly be hiding?
Wait, what do you mean? Like
Why do guys have private accounts? Like, what do you get? tus pinches fotos todas mamonas, güey. You probably take shitty pictures. Nobody gives a fuck.
I guess.
Like,
I mean,
unless you're in a relationship and your girl's like, hey, I don't want to see
like
no
you can't
bitches
be public.
in there.
Like, yeah, why is your man public? You know what I mean? Like, why?
I agree.
Just
like
like
with her.
10 minutes ago, she's like, I'm not talking.
Why does my man gotta be public?
I agree. Sometimes men don't even post, like in general, right? So I get what you're saying by like, why are you even private? But like, why are they public? Right?
Like, yeah, I mean, you just never. I feel like honestly, you just
want
never
other bitches
know.
finding you?
I don't know. You know, like there's so many malicious people out there with like bad intentions. Like I definitely believe in like mal de ojo, and like you just never know, right? You never know someone's true intentions, and like if they just like people just want to know about you.
That's true.
To like dig deeper.
And the older you get, you start realizing.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what, like fuck that. Like not everybody deserves to like look at my page or like be my friend.
Nah, I get it.
Yeah.
I just for dudes, I was just like, what are we like?
Like, what are you hiding?
Yeah. Unless you're a fuck boy, then you gotta juck and jive how you
careful.
accordingly. Yeah. But if you're just like a regular dude who posts a picture of his holding a beer, he's all with the fellas.
I feel like it goes both ways though. Like if you see someone public, it's like, oh, like they want to be known. But if you see someone private, it's like, what does this person like? Can't say cree, or like why is he like? You know, I don't know. I feel like it goes both ways.
I think I told Leslie, please don't unfollow me. It's just how I feel. Whenever I get a follow on my personal, I go, go follow the podcast. Leave me the fuck alone.
See, because they're metiches. They want to know about your life,
Your
right?
personal.
Or you don't ever get those requests
know.
like on your personal page or like people you don't even know.
Yes.
And like they're friends of friends. It's like, why are they wanting to follow me if I don't know you, right? There you go.
Some girl added me to. I was like, we don't know each other.
Exactly.
The girl you know,
qué? Because they want to know about your freaking
time.
life. Like they just want to like metiches. And it's like, I don't know
get
you.
it. I was like, why are you following me? Like I remove them. Like,
Yeah. No, same. Exactly same. I get
My thing is like, go look, bitch. What you're gonna die miserable looking at how good I'm fucking doing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
That's only my
Instagram though. My TikTok is public.
Yeah.
I feel like TikTok is TikTok.
True. Like you want to go viral.
Yeah. Like on my Instagram, my personal. Yeah, I post like more like personal, like intimate, like stuff about my life instead of TikTok. Yeah.
You followed the podcast?
I do.
And then I followed back. And then we have a notes of future guests. And I was like, oh wait, that's her.
She's already here.
I started following you when I saw you.
She actually reposted.
I did. I was like, I gotta support my girl. I was like, that's cool.
Shout out.
Yeah.
We love the support. Thank you.
Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you.
What I was gonna say.
What do you think of how it's been going with her? I always like to whenever her people come.
When her people
her squad.
Her squad. I mean, honestly, it's funny that you asked me that because I feel like I don't know if you remember. I took a training with Leslie.
Girl,
like what?
I remember.
What? That was like a year.
Yeah, like a year
ago.
For her brows.
Yes. So Leslie, of course, was like in this industry way before I was, and I feel like when I started, like I would always like admire her page. I'd be like, dude, I want to be that. Like I want to get there because te miraba, dude. I'd be like, damn, like her business is up and running. Yeah. Like I remember you started at your house, like in the afuera,
my front yard.
Yes, and then like I just saw how like time passed, and then like you got your place with your mom, and like both of you had your place, and like you're a mom, which is very like admirable too. And I'm like, dude, damn. I clearly remember when I took the training with you, I told you, I'm like, bro, it's because I'm trying to be like you. Like I want to have my own space because I work from home. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I always like work-wise, I've always looked up to you. So like
that's so cool that you can say that though. I feel like guys could never really like, yeah, all right, bro, like, you know, like
I feel like guys will not admit it. Like maybe they won't be so like honest about it, but I feel like girls,
I think tough. I respect that more though than you being like
yeah.
You know?
Like nonchalant.
Yeah.
No, I think it's really cool that you were able to feel comfortable to say that to her because like in our world, guys would never.
Really?
We'll do it sarcastic. I'm trying to be like you, big dog, and it's like
no.
You know?
It's the truth.
It's legit.
Thank you, queen. Well, you know I'm here for whatever.
Yes. But yeah,
that's what's up.
But yeah, and I'm super proud of you. Honestly, I know like being a mom, it's not easy, right? Like you have 2 kids, was even harder. So you así sin hijos, like no puedo con mi vida, like content, like business, like home.
The content, especially.
So I definitely like. I know it must be difficult. Like you definitely are like a hustler, and I've always looked up to you in that way. Like nunca te das por vencida, which is
thank you.
Just to know that I know we're not so close. We're like we hang out all the time, but like I do see.
I sense that energy. Like
yeah,
you know when you just know when there's. I don't know how to explain it. Like I noticed that she supports me even through the little things. Like, you know, you can recognize what girls like your story all the time or like a little comment or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can sense like when people are true and honest about that.
Or genuine. Like
genuine. Yeah. So I can admire that. Like not that, I'm only giving her love because she showed me love. No, but like I can feel it, and it feels like those friends that like you can not talk to for like 5 years, but if you ever call me like, girl, I need this. Okay, mija, ahí voy. Ahí voy por ti.
Yeah, for real.
So whenever you need me, girl, call me when you're about to give birth or something. You need advice. I'm gonna show you how to push.
She's like, don't do it.
Yeah.
She's like, no, push it back in.
No, not like that. But yeah, dude, good for you. Like I see you now already opening a new business, pretty much the same thing, right?
Yeah.
But expanded. Tell us about that.
So you just like you opened up a new like a second location, or is it the?
It's I just basically moved. So basically,
like an independent
I like because I used to work from home, so I was home based, right?
So you opened up a storefront?
Not a storefront, but like I'm renting my own location. Now,
okay.
You know,
right.
So now she has her private studio.
It's my own private suite. But like when I started my business journey, I started at my parents' house. Like when I used to live there, right? When I moved out, we turned my old bedroom into like it actually looks like a studio. Like if you were not to like,
I could see through the pictures.
If you're like looking at my Instagram, you'd be like, oh, she has a studio, but it was actually my old bedroom at my parents' house. Yeah, kind of like this, and like we actually like put a whole sink and everything. So I was working there for like 3 years, and I knew like once I started this business, like eventually it's like your goal is to grow, right? Like be somewhere, be more professional. Like you want to move like out of like working from home, like. Plus it was my parents' house. Like it wasn't like my own space.
It doesn't feel like you're going to work.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
like
now it does, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Like it was very nice being at my parents' house. Like I would have breaks and like my mom would feed me food or like we'd go to the store.
You don't pay rent.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like it's just that step of like being scared to not knowing if you're gonna make it, right? And like to pay rent. Like as you know, like San Diego's super freaking expensive. And it's just like you have bills to pay, like you have your car insurance to pay, everything. And it's just like it's el miedo de que damn, like if I do it, like am I gonna make it financially? You know, like it was always that. But I mean, I feel like as you know, like you just in this industry, you just have to fucking do it.
You have to do it. Literally,
like, there's nothing prepares you. You're like, I'm gonna wait a little longer. I'm gonna save up or whatever. But it's just like you just have to fucking do it. Like no, there's no moment is gonna prepare you for it at all. So yeah, I mean, for me, I know it may seem small, like to people. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm just renting a space now, you know? But for me, it is something like, it's a big moment. Yeah, where it's like, I work so...
From where you started to this and then what's next?
Exactly. Because, like, you know how much work you put into your business, right? Like, you started from zero. Like, you started in the front of, like, your house or your mom's house, right? And it's like, me, I started my parents' house in the living room. It's like, now, like, you can say, like, damn, like, I made it. Like, no one else put in money to this. Like, it was my hard work, my money. So it feels nice, you know. It's a small little. It's small. How do you say? Un logro chiquito pero grande. Yeah, or like it's little, but for me it's big.
It's big, of course. That's major.
We ain't stopping here. There's a lot more. Eventually, I do want a storefront. You know, I want my own like
your own
products, line, everything. Yeah,
oh yeah,
exactly.
I think people like on Instagram, they only see like the highlights. They don't see like the struggles of how you got to where you are.
Yeah.
Like, so when you pop out with like a studio, they're probably like, oh, that's it? Like, bitch, what? You don't know what the fuck was.
Yeah. Or like people only see like, oh, le va bien.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, she gets clients. Like she's booked, she's busy. But it's like, no, dude, like you don't see like me.
The days that I have like, no clients.
No, for real. Or, you know, like you don't see me like, I still need to go home and clean and wash. Like, as you know, pick up your kids or like take your kids to school and like make
everything
content.
Else.
It's expensive out here to pay someone to run your social media. Like, do you run your own business one? Yeah.
Girl, I've not been on my social media for like a year.
Dude, for real. I was about to tell you that.
I told her
all my clients have been telling me.
Like, where you at? I know. I was going to ask you, like, are you still even doing brows?
Girl, but how do you balance this and this and this and that? And
like, that's social media on, like, for business page. I'm pretty sure, as you know, too, it's like a whole nother full-time job. Like, no, it's de 5 minutos. Like, me voy a sentar and I'm going to post a picture. It's like, no, it takes... Like
that was like
hours.
One of the struggles of there was moments when before she came on where I was like, man, I'm done, dude.
No, yeah.
I don't got it in me no more. Like people,
it's a one-man job. You're everything,
like,
right?
People would just see like, oh, every Tuesday, nice.
Videos.
But fuck, bro.
And like after this, you're crying in bed, like I'm tired. Like you know, no, for real.
Like I gotta edit audio, do pictures,
thumbnails,
or you thought you saved something and then you're like. Fuck, it didn't. You have to start over.
The stress of like one time I lost the memory card with the audio.
Oh no!
And I found it in the patio. How to get there?
Quién sabe?
It got up and left. But
it's hard.
Those moments are like, fuck, dude.
Sure.
Comparing, I don't know. Like you see other people's quality or other people's pictures. You're like, mine don't look like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It takes.
When
you
start to compare, you know, comparison's a thief of joy.
Definitely,
for sure.
But I'm get to the point where you're comparing and you're like, I'm the standard. Fuck all these other.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, yeah.
You have to give yourself that mindset.
Exactly.
Like now, somebody's or even since the beginning, somebody's looking up to you the same way you look up to other people, you know? And you have to see it that way. Like, and I think even regardless, I feel like you've always had a good mindset of, even though you were just starting, say, like how you say you saw where I was at, it's never that you belittled yourself, right? No, it was more like, I'm going to get there. Exactly. And that's how it should be, because so you know you're not going to get there. Yeah. Like if you're just so stuck on like, damn, well, me voy a hacer chiquita, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. That has a lot to...
Congratulations on getting your, on your studio, private room. I'm sure it's better.
It is.
You can decorate however you want.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's like, I was able to decorate however I want to, and it's like not my parents' house anymore, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I did feel like, like I would hate taking early clients, because like if it was a Saturday morning, like my parents were asleep, you know, like I didn't want to like bother them. But now
they're very supportive.
Yeah, for sure. Which I thank them a lot for like letting me even like, you know, turn my old bedroom into like a studio and like even work from there. Like, because whose parents really like would be like, I mean, my mom also does services, so maybe that's also why like también se aventó and be like, pues sí, like, you know, like let's convert it, you know. So I would actually share the space with my mom. So when I wasn't working, she's working.
What does she do?
She does like body sculpting, lymphatic massages, facials, wood therapy, all that. She'll get you snatched for summer.
Okay.
Yeah, please. At Piel Radiante, something like that. Yeah, follow her on Instagram.
Jonah, go ahead and drop the tag.
So I got to a point, of course, where like
Jonah, go get body sculpt.
I was gonna say, like,
game snatched. He's been working out. I'm just kidding. Go continue.
What was I saying? Oh, I got to the point where like I felt bad because like I was getting more booked than my mom, and I feel like if she had a client, she couldn't book. So like it was like a conflict of like, you know, in between her and I, because we weren't working at the same time. So I was like, okay, like I know I need to move out too, because like I need to leave her like this space.
Let her have her own thing.
Yeah, of course. So
that's so dope though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did you get into brows?
Dude, it was so freaking random.
I know. I'm like, I
feel like people, I always get that question asked, like, oh, like, did you always know, like, you wanted to do brows? Or, like, how did you get into it? I'm like, bro, no. Like, my career path has been all over the fucking place. Like,
what did you do before?
I was working a full-time job. I was working for family health centers. Okay. They had a medical assisting program, and I was their admin assistant. But I have my associates in social work and social behavioral sciences. And my plan was to transfer out of, like, community college and go into state.
Right.
I graduated from community college. I never transferred, because that's when I was like, you know what? Let me kind of like put more time into the brows, you know? Because I've been doing brows always, like, it's been 3 years now? 3 years? Yeah. So I was always doing it like after my 9 to 5. So I was still going to college. I was going to school. I was working, and I would always see my clients like at the end of the day. But it was for funsies. Like when I started, it was for funsies.
Me.
Dude, you know when I started, now that I'm thinking about it, crazy. What is it, like the butterfly effect? What is it called? This is crazy. See what I mean? Like we're so connected in so many different ways. Add a little sparkle.
We did. That's funny.
So remember, I saw you took a training. I kid you not, dude. That's why like I'm like I've been admiring you for so long. You took a training, and I don't think she's on Instagram anymore. Something
with BB.
No.
Oh, Sophia.
Full body waxing.
Sophia.
So I think that's her name.
And you took a full body waxing with her.
Yes. And I think you took a course with her too. And it was like right before COVID hit. Everybody started to like do something on their own, right? Like they had a little,
COVID
like,
started everybody's entrepreneurship
or something, right? And I was like, I want to do something like a ver qué me sale. And I took a makeup course, and I hated it. And then that's when I saw that. I saw on Instagram, I'm like, oh wait, I remember Leslie took like a course. I'm like, let me look to see what she took it with. And I ended up taking it with her, and that's how I started. But I actually started doing full body waxing.
I remember now.
And I quickly dropped that shit because I hated full body waxing. Like, so that's how my name Gorgeous Girl Wax started, because I was waxing full body. Everything except Brazilians. I will not do that.
Too much.
Everything too much for me. But then
you don't want the fucking coochie in front of you?
No. I cannot do that. That's props to the girls who do that, because I cannot.
Props to the girls who guys that do the guy Brazilians. That shit is crazy.
Yeah. In general, guys or girls, whatever it is, it's like I cannot fucking do that shit. I'd be like, no, my asshole.
Yeah.
But anyways, change the topic.
She's putting the she's like
she throws up on it.
Oh shit, that's warm. Yeah, that's wax.
No, like I've heard crazy stories. Yeah. Like I've heard people say like people's hygiene is not like I've heard girls were like, there was like poop or like
shit crumb.
Toilet paper crumb. Yeah, what is it called though? Dingleberries.
Dingleberries? Absolutely not.
Disgusting. But yeah, and then I took a lamination and tinting course, because that's when like it started becoming a thing. And then desde ahí, and I liked it, but it was never like, oh, this is gonna be my full-time job. Like yo seguía mi plan de que voy a ir a la escuela, I'm gonna finish college, I'm gonna work like a corporate job, I'm gonna be a social worker. Yeah, no.
So you don't do that anymore at all?
No, I mean, I just got my associates. I never went back to school, and I went to esthetician school instead, and I loved it.
You don't do the family health centers no?
No, it's been...
Isn't that stressful?
It really was. You know what? The moment where I realized, like, you know what? This is not for me. Like, I don't want to be here. My manager at the time, it was a very small, like, not company, but our department was very small. And she was like, my manager was everything for that department. Like, my next step was to be like her assistant, basically. And I would just see the hours she would put in. Like, she was a single mom. She would like be at work, but also like be stressed about like picking up her daughter, dropping her off, and doing all this. And like, se la vivía ahí en el trabajo. And I was just like, I don't want that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's when I realized, I'm like, you know what?
This is more work than I think.
No, yeah, I'm like, I don't want that. Like, yes, like, I don't want to. What is it called? You don't want to live for, like, I don't want to
work for somebody else.
You don't want to live to work.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, I
live,
like it, and I like the fact of like, you know, helping the community and giving back. That's always what I wanted to do. But I was like, no, like, to what extent? Like, I don't want to burn myself out. I want to be a present mom whenever the time comes. Like, I want to be a present wife. Like, you know, life is too short too. Yeah. I'm like, no, pobrecita, la miraban. Like, she was always stressed. I'm like, I don't want that. And
no,
like,
I can't say this is like, I mean, not just specifically brows, but like being your own boss, dude, I think has saved me so much. Like, I've been able to be in my kid's life through anything, like school right now.
It's a blessing and a curse, for sure.
And like, in any moment, if I have to go get them, I will. If for any reason I have to like tell a client, hey, give me 10 minutes, I have to pick up my kids, I will. If I have to have my kids at work, I can do it. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I'm breathing.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah,
I'd be ahogada somewhere.
No, like being your own boss.
They would like, no, figure it out. Like,
or like you're fired or whatever.
No, I was like, no, like I've always known I want to be a mom. Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to miss out on like my kids, you know, like growing up, going to school, none of that. I was like, I don't want that life for me. Like, I saw her and I'm like, damn, dude, I cannot. No, so I was like,
well, I hope she's good right now.
Yeah,
wherever you're at,
good. I'm not gonna say her name, but I hope she's good.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Like a stressful job sucks.
And it was just, it's so toxic. Like, I feel like corporate America is so toxic. Because like all my life I've had like office jobs or like corporate jobs, and it's a never ending cycle of like
within coworkers.
Yeah, like it's just,
and then politics and like all the work politics
for real.
and shit like
no, literally, it's
like
all
what you
about
have
like
to follow.
It's favoritism to the max.
Yeah, you have to play the game, the little rat race game.
Yeah,
be nice to certain people and
exactly. Kiss ass just to like get a raise or whatever.
I don't know if it's pause this.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Back to
anyways. Back to
corporate America comes with a bunch of bullshit that you don't want to do. I'm like truly blessed. Like, I don't have any coworkers in San Diego. They're all like in different cities.
Are you from San Diego?
Yeah. And
born and raised.
Yeah. So I don't ever see any of them ever. We have a call once a week, and it's So I don't have to deal with like being the fucking CM and being fake with like people I really don't even fuck with.
And you'd be surprised, like the older coworkers are the ones talking shit about you.
Dude, we can have a whole freaking talk about that.
Not
topic.
only that, but I'm sorry, los gallos tan grandes. You're like, agarra la onda, por favor.
No,
like,
you know what it is? They're just, you'd be, like you say, it's the older people that like always be like nitpicking your like your life, or like they be bitching for no fucking reason or giving you a hard time. And you know what it is? They're just jealous. They're just jealous.
The same money.
No, for real. Yeah, or sorry that I'm making more money than you, or like I'm getting the promotion, or whatever it is. Like, this is, you've been here for so long. Like, they know
level
this
up.
is, like they know that this job for you, or like for us, it's like a stepping stone, right? But they've been here for years, and they're gonna stay there.
True.
Like, it's not my fault.
Like,
you didn't get out of here. Yeah, exactly.
Plus, like the different upbringing, so they don't adapt with like what's happening in the real world.
Yeah,
true.
I was telling somebody, I was like, because they're like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I was like, if you get stuck in the same thing, you're gonna get left behind. You have to adapt with the times and what's happening, like what's going on and stuff. Or else you're just gonna get stuck. You're gonna be a fucking a film camera in a digital world. Like you have to keep up with like what's going on and keep moving forward.
And level up.
Yeah, the world is evolving. You gotta evolve.
Even with that, like me right now, brows was like my number one thing for years, like 4 years. You know, I was strictly on that. I quit my job literally like a couple months into me doing brows. I barely even had clients. Anyways, that was like my full time for a while. And then I would say like, oh, maybe in the future, like I'll be a teacher for this, you know, or like I'll open my own school or something. I don't know. But sometimes like you just have to open a random door. It doesn't necessarily have to be like on the same fucking track or whatever. But Just open it y dale.
Just open it and see
what's up.
What's in here.
Yeah.
No me gusta.
No,
exactly.
Just try a bunch of
even,
shit.
I know you're married, I'm married too, but even with like people like, be like, hey, I'll go on a date with you.
Never gonna
Never
know.
mind.
Exactly, unless you try it, unless you give it a shot.
You might even get a cool story out of it. You can come tell on the podcast anytime.
Right. Send it in a confession.
Send it in a confession.
1,000%. And that's what it was for me. Like when I decided to like quit my full-time job or not, I was like, you know what? I don't want to live my life with regret. Like I don't want to look back years later and be like, what if I would have done brows full time, you know, or like, que se me hubiera aventado a hacer las cejas. But now I did it.
Look at you. Yeah.
I did it. You know, I'm not going to live with like, oh fuck. Like, what if? Yeah.
I'm so like strong on the anti what if. Like I never wanted to live.
Oh yeah.
That's why I do like, honestly, hago lo que me da la gana y I'm never gonna, no me voy a quedar con las like, what if I didn't do this? What if I
tried it? Exactly. You did it. Te gustó bien y si no, pues no.
Y si no, pues no.
Y si no, pues no. Y ya. Y la queso.
Like when, honestly, every time I go out and we like pop bottles or something, the next day I'm like, fuck, you didn't have to spend that money. But ya sé. So, like,
and you had fun
fuck
while you were
I had a
doing
great time.
Yeah.
The hangover sucks a little bit.
Like,
We'll be all right.
What if I didn't pop the bottle? I like
exactly. What if I didn't go out last night?
What if I can get the... No, I'm just like...
chill. Not too much.
Not too much. Those confessionals are starting to fuck with me a little bit.
They're getting to your head. Is your man very supportive? You think that's why it has helped a lot?
1,000%. I honestly owe it to him like 1,001%.
Say a lot of my king in the front.
1,001%. Like, no, he knows, honestly, 1,000% your support system, I feel like, plays a huge part in
biggest,
1,000%.
The
for
biggest.
Sure. Of course, like, he's my partner, so like I live with him, but he takes all the hits, like emotional damage, financial damage, like everything. He's my rock for everything, you know? So at first it was like every like, how would you say it? Every rock I would hit like down the road, it'd be like, babe, this.
Run
and
to
like,
him.
yeah, like Yoro, you know, or like,
and
oh my God, like this is not
you.
for me. Like, what do you think? Like, he's literally seen it all, like every stage, and he's super supportive. Like, I don't think I would be where I'm at now if it wasn't for him. So
should we cry now or later?
That's literally like...
For real, I get emotional. I like had to swallow my tears because I got a little emotional there.
No, it's facts. I said it before, like, this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for my wife. Like, if she didn't encourage me to, like, be into, like, taking pictures and videos, this wouldn't... I would have never done it.
Exactly. No, 1,000%. Honestly, like your partner either makes you or breaks you. Facts. Like if you have the right person by your side, I always tell my man this. I'm like, I just have a gut feeling. Like I know we were meant to do like great things together. Like I can just feel. It's a feeling, right? Like when you know you have that right person. Which is a beautiful feeling. It is. I'm like, we're unstoppable. Like I don't know what our future looks like down the line, but I just know that together, like vamos a llegar lejos, and we're meant to do great things, right? But it all has to do with like your partner. Like if he wasn't the way he is, on the same page. Exactly, then I probably wouldn't even.
Like even if your partner is just like the slightest selfish, valió verga todo, the whole thing will not
envidioso or no envidioso, but a little bit like like no me, you know, like I want to do it, you know, like not he has to.
If
be like
they project their insecurities onto your like visions and dreams, valió madres.
It wouldn't work. Prize and single.
Stop. No.
Pero mejor sola que mal acompañada.
Exactamente.
That was a good one.
The right man will come.
Nah, meanwhile, girl, I'm doing the damn thing. Yo no me mortifico right now for like a...
No.
But it'd be nice. And it's beautiful to hear these stories.
Yeah, but I know we'll get into it right now. You got married young. I got married later. So...
Well, I mean, I'm still young, but...
But I mean, you're young.
Yeah.
So you're not in... No rush,
No
bro.
rush,
like,
huh?
No hay prisa, güey. La vida... No.
I'm just a lover girl.
Dude, no.
But you're
honestly,
right.
think of it this way. I always tell like my friends like who... are not on the same boat, but like, you know, like they haven't found the one for whatever reason. I'm like, no ha llegado tu tiempo.
The single bitches.
Stop. No.
I didn't want to say bitches.
Single friends, are you?
Are you single?
Shout out to single baddies.
Think of it this way, like your time hasn't come for a reason. Like God is not going to put you with the person who's not meant to be with you, right?
Correct.
like what?
A veces te avientan unos piedritas and you trip
like
over those, but
exactly, like we hit a bumpy road. Exactly,
dust
get
your
back
knees
up,
off,
and
like,
it's like
well,
you're not at either your best version of yourself or you're like at your 100% yet, because you need to get there in order to attract the correct person, right? And like you said, you're not ready yet, so I mean, you're enjoying life, living life, period. Like, you know, cada quien tiene sus etapas, so it will come when you least expect it. 1,000%.
No, I genuinely feel that though, like especially with what we have going on right now. I think if with everything that I have going on, if there was somebody else, like, I know.
Like, que hueva? Yeah.
Que
like,
hueva, and I don't,
and then add in, like, they're not the most supportive.
Exactly.
But see, when the right person comes, like, it would just naturally blend into your lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not like that person's not going to feel forced to, like, or you won't feel forced to, like, make time for that person.
Right.
Or like, oh my God, he's asking to hang out.
Like,
or,
draining.
yeah, exactly. Because it shouldn't be that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that in, like, other people where they get into relationships and they change completely.
Mm-hmm.
And it always bothered me. I was like, bro, the person they met, they liked that person. That's who they fell for. And you changing. Now you're not even the same person they fell for. Like
in the beginning.
You're just some completely different.
Yeah. 1000%.
How did you and your man meet?
I met him in high school.
Oh, high school sweethearts.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't fuck with him in high school.
He had another bitch.
He actually was in a relationship.
It was me that was in a relationship. It was me. I was in a relationship with someone else, but I met him in high school.
Did you always have like ojito for him?
No, and it's funny. I don't know. He tells me the story all the time. Who knows, babe? If you're gonna watch this, I don't know. Tell me if this is true or not. You better watch it. He's a year older than me. So when I came in, obviously, like, he was already a sophomore and I was a freshman. But dice que desde cuando yo, like, entré,
when you walked off the school bus,
like the wind
the
was
wind
blowing or whatever.
She was walking in slow and he's like, that's
the one.
Like the world stopped. No, he says that like he already had his eye on me supposedly, but I had no idea who he was. I didn't like know of him or like started to talk to him until my sophomore year, which is his junior year. Yeah. But he says that like, yeah, because we kind of had the same friend group. And that friend group, of course, was the other person.
Were they cool?
They're best friends.
Homie hoppers?
No, I mean, they weren't best friends. They were
acquaintances, all right? It's not her fault they went to the same school.
Yeah, they were like se conocían. They were in the same friend group, but they were not for sure like homies, ni besties, ni nada de eso. Yeah, so that's how he knew of me because I was like the guy would bring me around to the friend group. And he was like, "Oh, yo sé que te vi." I was like, "Yeah, like I'm gonna be."
The title of the episode: Homie Hop to Marriage.
Gigi the Homie Hopper. Just kidding. But yeah, that's how we met. And then we didn't start dating until my junior year. We like kind of like low key though, like no one really knew about it.
Of course, you're ashamed of homie hopping.
No.
Did you warn her before she came?
No, nothing like that. But yeah, and then we were actually. No. If I really go, I could really go into.
Go.
About this.
Who are these bitches you don't like? Huh?
No, it was actually me. I was the problem.
She said, "I'm the bitches I didn't like."
I am the problem. And, you know, I'm gonna sit here and know up to it because.
So his girlfriend didn't like you.
No, he didn't. My husband in high school, he was like the A boy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
okay. Like the popular.
Querían con él and like him that like because he was like the cutie, you know. And I was just like you know he knows like he has it like bitches. That, and like to me that wasn't like so much of my thing. But I did think he was cute. Of course, I was dating not his best friend, but like a friend, you know.
He was twinning them.
That relationship was very toxic, very toxic. So, I was always on and off with that person. And una de esas, cuando me dejé con mi ex, like he kind of slipped in and like started talking to me like through message or whatever. Long story short, because this can go on for years and days, but you know, your first love always got you. And I don't want to say love because it wasn't. I mean, it was young,
your
dumb
first
love. Yes, you know, like your first, like, you think you're going to be with this person forever.
In
like,
high school?
In high school. I mean,
that's crazy. I'm sorry. No,
it's
when
you're little, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have your first, like,
as a guy, because y'all ain't shit, but we believe in love.
At least I think you understand, right? Like, when tienes tu primer novia, así, like, in high school, like, oh, yeah, like, and you've been with that person for years. Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna, like, be with this person and da-da-da, right? My ex came back into my life, and then, of course, I ran back, and I just ghosted him.
Your husband.
My now husband. And
he doesn't throw it in your face? Because I would every day.
No, obviously, like, that went super bad. I know I fucked up, and, like, I tried to, like, de rogué, dude. I was, like, you know,
like queen.
How was it that you were, like,
how'd you hold me back?
How did we get back? So after he blocked me, dude. He blocked me on everything. Shit. He blocked my number. He blocked me on social media.
That's what's up.
After I like cried my eyes out, like I'm sorry, like I know I was stupid, like I was like after that relationship with my ex like ended, I was like, dude, está bien mensa. Like that person was. It was so bad. It was toxic. Like he treated me like shit. he cheated on me and I was still running back to the cheater. Like, it was bad. You know what I mean? So, of course, like, homeboy.
Hey, salute to my toxic king.
No, we don't support the cheaters.
We don't salute.
Con todo razón, like, my now husband was like, no, fuck you. Like, I'm proud of him, standing his ground as he should.
He should have put a couple honeys in front of you, like, what's up?
He did. He got his moment.
Let's go,
for
baby.
sure, like, even though I was blocked,
you still saw it.
I saw it all, and we had friends in common. And till this day, I tell him, like, don't think I didn't know what the fuck you were doing, kissing X, Y, and Z, and like
watching you from the page
out in the parties for real.
User
0.5.
Real quick, were they cute?
No.
Stop.
Yeah, so I always tell him, like, dude, you're I'm like, that's the saddest part, but whatever. That's the past.
We're gonna move on.
The past is in the past.
Yeah.
But we didn't like reconnect. Obviously, he was a year older, so he graduated. I graduated, went to college, knew nothing of him. I used to work at Fashion Valley at Armani Exchange my freshman year of college. I didn't know he lived in that area, but see, they know when they have something good. They always come back. They always come back.
And he blocked you, but he knew.
He knew. So apparently he was asking my friends like where I was working because he was trying to find me. And I'm like,
what was this? Years later?
I know I'm that pretty ass.
A year later? I know
no, dude, I graduated, 2016? It was probably like 2017, 2018? Yeah, 2017 probably.
So he just needed a year to like shake it off.
He had to go run through some sluts real quick and then come home.
No, for real. Literally, he needed to get it out of his system, I guess.
Leslie wants to throw her shoe at me or something.
Yeah, I do want to throw my shoe at you. Too much of my homegirl, right?
No way, I'm just...
But yeah, I was folding clothes. I remember he walked in, and like as soon as I saw him,
again he's like, ah!
No, dude, se me bajó la pinche sangre. I was like, there's no fucking way, like it's him. Like I was blocked. I hadn't spoken to him in like a year and a half, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, hi. He's like, hi. And then ever since then, he would slowly pop in the store here and there to see me. He wouldn't even shop, bro. He would just come look. And then he added me on Instagram, Facebook, unblocked me. We started going on dates, and ever since the rest is history. We're here now, married.
I feel like that's a very modern love story.
I like that.
It's funny because we laugh about it now. I'm like, bro, like it's funny. Like we can tell our kids like we hated each other in high school because like we were talking shit about each other. Like when we had like our moment, like
of course
there was beef.
Yeah, of course. I mean, of course, but and like yo no me dejaba. He was talking about me, so I'd be like, I was talking about him too. So I think it's funny. Like I'm like, we're definitely not high school sweethearts because like we were never really a thing. It didn't even last in high school. It was just like a little.
That's a nice, cute little
like, years later. But right person, wrong time, right? Now it's the right person. The right time was now, for sure. Like, if you ask me, like, I don't think I could sit here and be like, yeah, like, I knew I was going to marry him. Oh. That's not the case. But now I'm like, yeah, I knew you were meant for me. For
so,
sure,
do you think when you guys got back, you kind of, like, forgot about everything that you went through?
No,
before?
Dude.
Or
he hurt me. Yeah, like he broke my heart. I broke his. I know he got me back. He broke me bad. Like I think after I realized that, like, damn, like he really blocked me. Like no quiero saber nada de mí. I was like, fuck. Like he was really a good guy. Like, and I was stupid. Like I was the one who
you fucked up.
I fucked up. And it's funny how things work because like after that, of course, I was like dating. Of course, I had other boyfriends, would go on dates, but I had the worst fucking experience and the worst fucking luck. Like, I could sit here and talk to you about all my fucking bad dates. Like, I got ghosted on. Bad. You know what I mean? Like, I went on a date. I remember this one guy forgot his fucking wallet. He played the, like, oh my God. Like, dude, Seaway.
Like, no. Those were just toxic kings out.
That's just... He probably had it in the car. He's like, I ain't paying for this whack ass date.
Bro, no. It's funny because we were paying. It was at some taco place in Barrio Logan.
They didn't have Apple Pay?
No, so I don't fucking know. It was so funny. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think so back then. No, we were paying. We were getting ready to pay. He ordered. He's like, oh shit. He did the little, you know what I mean? Yeah, like
even though he already knew.
Yeah, he's like, ¿Dónde está mi cartera? And I was like, oh fuck, And then I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, oh, I think I left it in the car. Homeboy went to his car, left me standing there like a dumbass. Damn. There was already a line of people. No, he didn't text me. And like la señora, the one who was like gonna charge us, she was looking at me like it's been 5-10 minutes already. He wasn't coming back. And I'm like, this guy probably left me, So I was like, fuck it. I paid, obviously. Well, yeah. So I paid. I sat down, finished my whole food. Homeboy still wasn't back. Once I was done, he came back. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed. Like, I think I left my wallet at my mom's house. I'm like, this is some
where you live.
With with how long he took, he should have just drove to his mom's house.
Literally, kid you not. It was so, I'm like, never again, bro. But
I think
I'm like,
he was waiting for you to be like, oh, I got it. Don't worry.
Dude, no. And when he dropped me off, he never was like, oh, like, let me pay you back. Nothing. Not that I expected him to be, but it was just like,
if he was really sorry.
It was not, yeah, like, if you really wanted to, like, impress me or like take me on a date, like this.
Like if he was genuinely sorry,
yeah,
he
exactly.
Be like, hey, I got you, don't trip.
No, yeah, for real.
A Venmo or something.
He still has the audacity to be like, oh, we should do this again. I'm like, absolutely not. We're not doing this again some other time.
Was it expensive?
I definitely, no.
Not that it matters, but
I mean, not the fact that he got like probably like 5 tacos, 2 quesadillas, una cerveza.
Damn, comete algo,
For real. No, but. No, I don't remember. But no, for real. And I don't know.
Y si no pagabas, no comías.
I still have him on Instagram. So if he,
I hope he sees this.
if you put this clip and he hears the story, he knows he's gonna know exactly who he is. But
clip it, Jonah.
Clip it.
But yeah, so I definitely got my karma for sure. And like after the years passed, I'm like, damn, like he would have been a good guy. Like I just knew he had good intentions. So when we started dating again, I'm like, I quickly knew. I'm like, no, like going me voy a quedar. But I feel like he was still kind of testing the waters, like when we were like,
which is fair, right? His
yeah,
was up
no, and we
bit.
talk about it now. I'm like, why did it take you so long to like ask me out? Like, you know,
a couple has to go.
Dude, no, he's like, I needed to make sure that you weren't gonna play me again. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Good job.
No,
I know.
That was solid.
I mean,
it's fair.
Yeah,
but
it's fair. But I was like, here's past. Forgive me. Like, I'm sorry.
Please, babe. I love you.
I love you. Yeah.
So did you guys talk about marriage before he proposed?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is that like that's a subject? It has to be a topic.
Which honestly,
talked about it. It's not like, are we gonna get married? Like, no. It was like, I feel like it just comes naturally. I don't know. Like for us, it was kind of like, oh yeah, like I know I want to marry you, or like you know, or we just start like with like, oh, our kids, or like, and that's how like I would know, you know. And
he sees a future.
Yeah.
Which is, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It just confuses me when I see videos of the girls like, oh no, like bro, what? There's no, you should never have that as a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
that she's gonna say no.
You should never propose, and it's like maybe.
Yeah,
like no, you should know like 100%. Like if I propose, sure. She says yes. Yeah.
No, yeah, and we did move in together before we got engaged, so we were living together for a year or a year and a half. Yeah, so like that was honestly for me, like I needed to live with him.
You try on the shoe first.
No, for sure. And we like, I think he was on the same page too. It was like, no, like we were already a couple years in. Like we were like, okay, this is getting serious. Like we know we want to be with each other. Like our next step is to move in before we even, like, you know, because that's how you know if you're gonna make it or break it.
So.
You gotta see like, yeah, man, can I put up with this for?
No,
forever?
yeah, 1,000%.
Forever.
Yeah, because everything you never know, like the way you guys are outside, like going on dates, whatever, it's super different because you guys have separate homes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, cuando están juntos en una casa, it's like, ¿cómo vas a llegar del trabajo?
You get tired of each other.
How are you guys gonna split like the chores, all that stuff? You know, the
even
cooking.
the like them coming over to spend the night. Te vas a portar bien.
Yeah,
like,
of course, it's bonito. It's like a little,
yeah,
it's
have
not.
Fun.
Yeah, that's it. You're playing sleepover. Like it's not like the real deal, you know. But yeah,
facts
for sure.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Congratulations to you. I love that love story. It's
right.
one of my favorite ones.
It's hilarious.
Kind of romantic.
We dissed on each other. Now years later, we're like happily in love. But yeah.
What's one advice, like something specific that you would say has made you guys last this long so far?
Communication, for sure. I feel like we're both. Well, now we're very patient with each other. You know, I think in our teenage years, we were very toxic. That was our toxic stage. Yeah, for sure. Like very petty. But once we like started dating seriously again, it was like, okay, like, you know, I mean, at least for me, I've always knew that if I was going to date, I was going to date serious. It was never like a short fling. Like if I was going to have a boyfriend, it was going to be a serious relationship. Yeah. Because I just always known that I want to be like a mom, I want to be a wife, right? So like I would date not date to marry, but I would date for a serious relationship, you know? And I think very much the same. We're like both very family oriented. So I forgot what the fucking question was.
Piece of advice is communication.
Yeah, communication for sure. Being patient, being supportive. I can definitely say that like we matured a lot in the sense of like how we communicate things, because we were the type of people to like, si no me gustaba algo, like, luego él se enchilaba, and I was like, you're gonna be like that? Well, I'm gonna be like that 10 times worse, you know? So it's like working
and it made it worse.
No, for sure. And like working through that stage, and it's like, no, like now communication for sure, 1,000%.
It's definitely one of those things, because I'm the same way, but both parties have to agree.
Yes.
Like it can't be one doing 80 and the other one's doing barely like 10 or 20.
1,000%.
It has to be, and that it has to be 50-50. Like not 50-50, 100-100. Like both of you coming together and
exactly.
Like tell me what's wrong with you and I'm gonna tell you. Like I'm gonna listen and not, you know, and all that. But
no, not
if it's off by a little bit,
exactly.
Se cae la,
Doing everything with love, like communication, and like at the end of the day,
even
in the angry moments,
exactly. Like this is the person you're coming home to. Like this is the person, even engaged or not. Like if you're living with them, like you committed to this person. So at the end of the day, whatever you do with love, like it's the partner or the person that you chose. But 1,000%.
Y si pues, you know, close that door and open another one.
Easy. No, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
It doesn't work out. Shake hands. Hey, a los vemos.
Yep. So do you think you were the toxic one in the beginning or him or both of you?
What?
Both. Well,
don't do my boy. That's, I don't know him, but you're my king, bro. That's my boy right here. Twinning them. Twinning them.
I think we both were, for sure, 1,000%. But like, at the...
Like, what is the moment that you guys both were like, yeah, güey, ponte las pinches pilas. Yeah, amárrate los huevos y dale duro. Do you think there was... Like, is there a specific moment in life?
Props to him, though, because I would have never...
You would have, like...
Just ended it, huh?
But see, I mean, he said he knew that he was going to marry me, and he knew that I was going to be the mother of his children. ¿Quién sabe?
Allá él,
¿quién sabe si es verdad o no? But, I mean, here I am.
mentimos.
Well, in this case, no.
Yeah, I feel like once we, like, got back together and, like, officially started dating, I think, like, probably, like, a year into that, really. Because, like, we were dating for a whole year without a title. And I was like, I know I want to be with you already. And he was still kind of, like, testing the waters.
Single.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, 1,000%. But I was never, like...
You're making me mad, and I'm not even in the relationship.
You know what it was? We had an argument. We had a big argument because we were still kind of like both, since we were together without a title, we were like exclusive.
Like, what can I do and what can I not do?
Yeah, we were like exclusive, but we would still kind of go our separate ways and like party.
Going out,
you know?
on your own and shit.
And I remember we individually both went out and it kind of like went sideways and it got into an argument. It was like, okay, I remember it was like our make or break moment. Like, are we going to be together for real or like, are we going to,
Well, you know, I was
like, because I'm not doing this again. I'm like, if I'm with you, like I want to be with you. And so it wasn't that moment.
Sometimes you need that though, as a man, because that's like I remember I got a message like that. Yo, like I don't do shit for like playing around. Like I'm in this for real. What's up? And I was like, oh,
but because we were super petty. Like I'm telling you, it was very much like
ego.
It was fresh. Like, you know, yes, years passed from like whatever happened. Like we started dating again, but it was still like he was very like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna play me again, and I was still like, I don't know if you're gonna, and I was still like,
it's fair, like what he's feeling is fair,
no, exactly, and I was like, damn, like he's gonna get back at me, like I really thought he was gonna like make me fall hard and deep in love, and he sass,
that would have been fire,
but no, which yeah.
No,
what do you mean?
I'm waiting for you to cut him out.
What? That would not have been fire.
Stay toxic.
No.
I mean, when you know, you know.
Yeah, when you know, you know. 1,000%.
And sometimes it's not the right time.
No, I definitely tell him like, dude, no, thank God. Not thank God, but it happened the way it did because I think if we would have stayed together, like from then until now, we would not be the people that we are today at all. Like we would not be working out at all.
But it definitely is a matter of both.
It is,
and I think as men, like. They kind of need a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know? The brains aren't fully developed.
I was just like, look, I was like, it was like, I'm not going to tolerate this shit. Like, whatever's in the past is in the past. Like, either we're going to be serious or we're not. I was like, because I'm not doing this. And he shed a little tear. And he was like, no, se puso las pilas y...
Delete that.
No, he shut the tear.
He cried.
Yeah.
He did the... you, babe.
Then that was for sure like our... No, for real. It was for sure like the breaking moment or like the
and then the
point.
next day you're like, oh, in love, huh?
No, I was still like, you had to step it up. Of course. And then ever since then,
get his shit together.
We've been strong.
That's a beautiful love story, actually.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love that man. What can I say?
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to my hubby.
It reflects on the wifey.
Aww. Yeah, because, him taking you back to, in my opinion, is just huge.
We were young.
Yo chanclas usadas nunca me vuelvo a poner.
Clear the waters.
Yeah, they were young. That's what I'm saying. Like when you know, because maybe in his head is like
what are the odds that years later we were going to like reconnect, and like be married? Like to me, it's like, yeah, like for sure you think you were my person, but it was not the right time.
Right.
Yeah,
and he had that. He was sad.
Oh, none of my exes think I'm going.
I'm running back to you.
That's what I'm saying. When you know, you just didn't, or you knew that they weren't the ones, but he knew that she was.
I knew going into it. I was like, I'm not marrying this hoe. But I was just there for, for fun, whatever. I was opening the door.
Opening it, just checking
the waters, putting it through.
I didn't close it. I put like a wedge.
Right in between.
I'm not gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Crazy. Do you guys want kids?
Yes, we do.
15, 10.
No. I'm at first it'll be like, I want 10. I want a whole team. Like, hell no.
That's crazy.
I think I'm good with 3, maybe 4.
Oh, shit.
4 is, to me, sounds like a lot. I think he would like 4 or 5, but I think we're gonna settle for maybe 3.
Leslie, having 2, would 3 be like whatever, or 4 be like whatever? Having 2 already?
Yeah, how do you like having 2? Because that's my thing. Like, I'm
Does
like, I don't want 3 because that's
matter?
like an odd number. And I'm like, but then if I have 4, se me hacen muchos. And if I have 2, se me hace bien poquito. You know?
I'm gonna tell you this. Okay.
Yeah.
Have your one.
Okay.
And enjoy the one for as long as you can. Mm-hmm. I think so. My kids are 2 years apart, and I think the 2-year age gap is great. It's perfect, but a lot of times I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have spent more time with my daughter alone, right? No, I gotta, because this is actually I
want to cry.
This is like something that I'm glad you guys asked, because this is really how I feel. I love having 2 kids, and I love that they're so close in age because they play together wherever I take them. Están juntos, and like they're great siblings to each other. Obviously they fight, but they're always there for each other, and they're always gonna be there for each other. I didn't grow up with any siblings. My brother's 10 or 9 years younger than me, so like seeing them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this for them. Like I wish I had that.
Yeah.
So I will say have 2. Like people that say I only want 1, I think like you gotta at least go for the 2. I think right now I'm good with just 2. I would love 3. I think having a 3rd is fair, but same thing, like maybe in like 4 years, then it's hard because like, do you really want to start all over? Maybe not. Yeah. But they're a little bit older, so not that you don't have to worry about them, right? But now they can brush their teeth by themselves. Se cambian solos. They get in the car, póngate el cinto, and then you just take care of your baby. I love the idea of a big family, so I'd be down for more kids. I think 3 is perfect. I'm also down for 4, but that is like long run for me because then where do I fit them in the car? Yeah. And then, or like being a single mom, like you do activities by yourself. 2 is already pushing it for me. Corre uno pa acá, el otro corre pa allá. And I'm like, where do I go, bitch? I'm around the opposite way. Que les vaya bien, you know? Yeah. So I think just in that sense, like, just be firm on, you and your partner, and then you guys both agree and make sure he's there, supportive. And I'm not gonna cry, so let's move on. No. Thank you. Next.
Next question.
But yeah, I think I love the idea of a big family. So, girl, if you could have 3-4 kids, do it.
We both grew up with big families. Like in total, my family were 6. Like in my parents, siblings, and all that were a family of 6. And same thing with his family. He's a family of 6. So I feel like he likes the idea of like, big family, growing up with siblings and all that stuff. But no, dude, it's like you're not the one pushing them out. Like it's gonna be me. Like I don't know if puedo aguantar tanto.
El que se casa quiere.
Hey, for real. But no, I think maybe 3, maybe 4 for sure would be like our max. But
she pops out like
3. You're gonna see me 3 years from now with 5 kids.
I know. The support is definitely like, girl, you can have the 7 kids. If you got it like that.
5.
Yeah,
what's 10?
Yeah, no, for sure, probably 3 or 4, but we'll see. Hopefully.
Lo que Dios mande.
Lo que Dios mande, lo que Dios quiera. Así es. Yeah. Así es. Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
No? Would you like kids?
At this point, she's asked me. I think.
No.
No, I feel like I have my nieces and nephews and godkids, and I'm kind of.
You're good.
And then
content
I get the opposite of baby fever. Like when we're out and they're like crying, I'm like, I'm gonna go home to a nice, quiet home. I can come home from work and sit down, and there's like nobody like running around. And when I'm with my nieces or godkids, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Like de un ratito nomás.
Llévense sus quinkles, por favor. Gracias.
I also think it helps that you have this. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, and it's like my older friends who don't have kids that would say like, no, I don't want kids. Now they're like, dude, now I want something to look forward to when I come home, or like share my life with somebody, or like, my everyday. But I think this technically his kid, like
this is your
this is where he spends his extra time that he would if he had a kid. So I think that kind of helps you out.
Plus,
too.
I love kids. Like even when I met her kids and we were taking the pictures, I was like, oh, these are great little kids. But
they are great.
Después de un ratito, I'm like, I get to go home.
Thank you.
And ya se acabó.
Yeah, which is valid. Like
no se acostumbra to their lifestyle after a while.
Yeah, like my older sister, she doesn't want kids either. Like she's a free spirit. She's doesn't
gets up and goes. And
yeah, exactly.
It's
which
cool
is
to be a
valid.
cool
Yeah.
uncle, cool tia. You know?
Yeah, should probably be the cool tia. You know,
Sure.
The rich tia, let's
the
hope.
rich tia. Let's hope. Yep, for real.
That's what's up.
But yeah, hopefully kids very soon.
Okay.
I
Very
can't wait
soon.
when I wanted to be a mom.
He's watching. He's like, oh.
I know he's also winning. I gotta
like,
put it overtime.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
I
like,
have
yeah.
a, shout out to my compadre. Shout out to my compadre. He had for his first kid. They have two now.
Mm-hmm.
We were like at Target or something, and his wife grabbed like the mirror they put on the seat so you can see the kid.
Yeah, like in the park.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like a mirror.
The rear view for them.
For them,
To
so you
see
can
the
see
baby.
the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, "Here for your car," and he's like, and I saw it in his eyes. He was like, "For my car," because he has rim system, you know, bro, like
Pit my ride as
type
vato.
shit. And he was like, "For my car," and then I saw it. He was like, "My life is changing." Her being like big old panzona, he was like, "Yeah, whatever." She's
Yeah.
like, "Here's your mirror." He's like, "No."
All of a sudden, his life is over.
No, yeah.
Nah, but yeah, it is a 360 on both. Like
180.
I can 180.
Wait, why
180
not
because
360?
it's the opposite. Because 360 you land in the same
I'm
spot.
not good at math, so bye.
So-
Let's not even hit that topic.
180 you end up acá, okay? 360 that's toda la vuelta and you're back here again. Okay.
Makes sense.
A lot of people say it though. So
Yeah.
I'll
You
cut
know
it
what we
out,
meant.
cut
You
it
know
out,
what we
cut
meant.
it out.
Cut it, please.
Yeah.
We don't know math. All right. We don't know diagrams, degrees.
No, none of that.
Whatever.
None of that.
I think a lot of people are like, which is fair, right? Like as moms, bitch, we kind of do a lot more or internally, physically, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, mentally, all of that. Not to discredit dads, but I think like they do their fair share with having to work. You know, they gotta support the family. For them, it's a mental game too. You know, like to be fair, yeah, I guess their car is something important, and having a fucking rear view
That's
mirror,
not even,
se les acaba el mundo.
It's because like ya quemados, like the girls are gonna see a fucking baby seat. There goes
¿Cómo
all
que
your-
ya quemados? What is that? What do you mean?
That's
Exactly. Ya quemado what?
¿Quién?
Like then don't get married and don't be a dad. Bye.
Literally.
Ya quemados.
Why y'all jumping me?
Come on, Jonah. We can't be toxic for too long.
No.
Nah, but yeah.
Just jokes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair for both. Fair game. But, man,
Do better.
give a little more credit to the mamianas.
Nah, come on.
To your moms.
1,000%.
They do everything.
I mean, we carry the baby and you birth the baby. Like that's a whole.
That's a lot.
Bro, that's
way more than your 40 hours of
no
work.
What about our mental?
What about our mental?
I don't even.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it go this time.
Let's move on.
I'm fighting the urge to piss Leslie off.
Let's not start.
Let's not start there.
Shout out to the mamas. Shout out to the
The future mamas.
future mamas.
The wifeys.
Beautiful kids.
Yes.
Because we have toxic on the board here. We're gonna share some toxic. I don't know. I haven't read them, so we don't know what we're getting.
Okay.
Are you into
Yeah.
Our little confession
Reading, like,
shit.
what? Okay.
We read confessions.
Okay. Like that people
Anonymous
send
shit.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we
We
just
just
like
comment on it? Or
yeah,
like,
and
give our
they'll
opinion?
sometimes ask for our advice.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
be
Period.
as honest as you'd like.
Period. The married
But don't
woman
get
will give
mad
you
because
advice.
Leslie gets mad a lot.
I be crushing out, girl.
She's like throwing shit in the room, flipping the
She
sillon.
threw a fucking chancla at me. Drop it
Jonah,
there.
drop the clip. Doop bop, beep, right here.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
So wrap your popcorn because I have the latest juicy gossip on
I know something you don't know.
City Girls Up again. Back when I was single and living life, I had went to a dude's booty calls house. We had a good time and he finished. These are a little crazy.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
A little vulgar.
A little over.
He finished in my mouth. Well, as I was leaving his house around 12 a.m.,
She got pregnant.
another dude hits me up.
Yo.
Hey, not too much, because it's about to backfire. Mind you, this guy was a conceited asshole and only texted me and talked to me when he wanted me to come over and hang out. He was the biggest douchebag and the typical machismo, thinking he was better than all women. Yet he had such a small dick. I had already been tired of his selfish ways, so I figured this would be the best and last opportunity I had to get back at him. Period. Anyways, he texted me and asked me to come over. So as I was leaving one dude's house, I went over to his. And the first thing I did when I got there was make out with him, tongue and all, everything out. After after I had just left the other guy's house who finished in my mouth. After I left, I ghosted him and never saw him again. Don't ever get it twisted because city girls know how to play the game better. City girls up.
Damn.
What do you have to say, King?
Damn.
She's a whore. It belongs in hell. That is nasty.
She did what she had to do.
I'm not judging. That's
We
crazy.
listen and we don't judge.
Cada quien. ¿A poco eres un...
Did she only make out? I feel like she didn't finish the whole story. Or did she bust it open?
No, she made out because...
No, that's it? She only kissed him?
She just gave him from this...
She probably got 2 sets of babies in that mouth.
Maybe
Whatever she had, the other guy had the other guys.
Wait, but I didn't understand. She got back at him. Why? Or what,
So
what
she
was
was
a
just
dick.
with one guy.
Yeah, but what was her point about getting back with the other guy?
Because he was
did
an
she
This guy
asshole.
finished in her mouth.
Oh, no. The guy that she went to go...
The second one.
Yeah, the second one, like where she
Because he was
kissed.
an asshole.
That was like a long other
Got it.
sneaky
Okay,
link who only hit her up whenever he wanted. So
yeah,
she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Tracas puto, I'm gonna
Sí,
Okay,
get
we'll
you
be
back.
honest.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's just one of those girls. Because they both hit her up for the same thing.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with my girl having a good time.
No, it's fine. If you use a huzz, use a huzz.
Nah, she's probably
And-
just young and single.
Okay.
Yeah. Cada quien.
quien.
Cada quien tiene su vida como quiere. Y ya.
Sheesh. All right. Here we go. My ex and I met working at Hemp Farm. Where the fuck is that?
Hemp farm?
Hemp Farm.
Is that like a
isn't
dispensary?
that lotion, hand sanitizer?
Oh,
with the
maybe.
little weed plant.
Oh.
Maybe a dispensary.
Yeah.
That's pretty specific.
Wait. No, I know what you're talking. Like the lotion brand,
Right?
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And he would be flirting, and so would I. We then started talking and hanging out, but there was a girl named Jenny.
Damn, they
Fuck
put the
you, Jenny.
name.
Oh, no.
There was a girl named Jenny there
That's
too,
it. Ya no me gusta.
I know, fuck the
Pinche
Jenny.
Fucking Jenny.
Pinche Jenny. Ya saliste bien quemada.
who worked with us, and he said she was just a really good friend.
Nah.
it's always the
We're
one
going
that
to
tell you
stop
not
it
to-
right there.
It's always the ones they tell you
I've
not
yet
to worry
hear
about.
anything wrong. Go ahead.
Ay, no.
Okay.
Ya no me gusta. Ya me enojé.
Yeah, no.
For no reason. I don't
She's gonna
even
get
know.
home?
Ya mira, me dio
Who the fuck
calor.
is
Fucking
Jenny.
Jenny. So do you know a bitch named Jenny? I'll
Yeah,
follow her
for
right
real.
now. Ever since he started working there, he had been friends with her ever since he started working there. So me believing that because he would talk shit about her, saying how she had fucked up teeth, that he could never be with a girl
that's
like
the
that.
one.
So I believed it. One time I asked her if she had anything to do with him, and she told me no. Tell me why. 2 years later into the relationship, somebody on Facebook called me saying if I knew Jenny was pregnant by my ex.
Yo.
So I looked her up, messaged her, and tell me why this bitch knew about our relationship this whole time and did not give a fuck about it. She started acting like the victim and like she didn't know. She then started telling me that she saw us together at a concert and was standing across the bar from us, saying that she wanted to come up to us but didn't because her cousin was holding her back, but never said anything. We went to San Francisco for his birthday. He posted a picture and I commented on it. And her cousin screenshot it and sent it to her and still didn't say shit. She said she saw my credit card in his wallet and he lied saying it was his friend's and yet didn't tell me shit. So
She's a bitch. She's a pussy.
Jenny's a fucking pussy. Like she knew that this girl was around. And then we went to another concert in December to see Grupo Firme in Sacramento, and he got drunk and was recording. And I obviously came out in it, and she didn't say anything. Girl, how much more evidence did you need? She told me how he would tell her that he and I were just friends, and she believed him. So me being me, I sent her a video while he's sleeping, butt ass naked, basically on top of me.
Damn.
It's so sad that girls can't be there for the girls anymore. Now she goes around showing him off like he's so perfect. But hey, if she's happy with that, then go
Oh,
ahead.
so she got him.
Y como dijo Itati, que se siente ser pendeja.
For real.
Honestly, I'd rather be the bitch that didn't end up with a man.
Yeah, 1,000%.
No, I'm saying, but she ended up with him.
She ended up with him, and que se siente ser pendeja.
You know what I think about in these situations? The arguments they're having forever.
Right.
Me
Like that
tenías de tu
couple?
pendeja.
Oh, yeah.
Any little
Like
thing's
Jenny and
gonna
the
trigger.
Jenny and the
Jenny
guy.
and her man.
Yeah.
Like, any little
their
thing's
whole
gonna
life.
trigger
You don't
her,
think
like-
she's gonna be like,
Or like,
You
oh, he's
know.
probably thinking about her ex right now, or they did this and they did that.
He cheated on her with me. He's probably cheating on. Yes.
Yep.
Well, he is.
yeah,
100%.
1,000%. Like, yes, he settled for you.
Y que les vaya bien.
Exactly.
He's with you because of the baby. He
Yeah.
doesn't love you. You're
Exactly.
a dumbass
No
bitch,
le quedó de
Jenny.
otra.
Literally.
Yeah.
So Jenny,
Damn. Ay, Jenny.
Yes.
fuck you.
Ay,
Because
Jenny.
you knew.
You knew, bitch.
You saw him at the concert and you were like, They're friends. No, seas mamona, por favor.
Even if they are friends, like, prove your point, bitch.
Walk up to me like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, babe.
No.
Make out.
Your baby.
I know.
I know.
Cheeseman time. Just wanted to say I love the podcast. Leslie, you're amazing.
Aww.
Stop.
Jonah, I love the toxic.
Peace. Thank you.
Stop. I catch myself saying, do it for the plot. So Leslie.
What?
Not again. So Leslie, please forgive me for I have sinned. So a few years back, I was talking to this guy. Tall, dark-skinned, tattooed man. I forgive you, girl, because I would have sinned too. Not too much now.
Sluts.
We were talking for a few weeks and hung out multiple times. He invited me over to his job and we hooked up. I had made a comment like, oh, my brother's homie has a shop over here. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. And my brother's ex-girlfriend's brother has a shop, but I don't know him. He's like, I wonder who. So he continued to talk about his sister. Bitch, turns out that's my brother's ex-girlfriend's brother.
What a small ass world, bro.
But he had gave me his nickname, not his full name. Wait, but she didn't do no wrong.
No, but why you fucking a dude who only gives you his nickname? You at least got to know their first name.
Wait, I got lost. Me perdí.
Okay.
The brother?
She's hooking up with her brother's ex-girlfriend's brother. El cuñado.
Oh.
Now you get it? Or should we say it again?
Yeah.
No, you got it? Okay. Okay, but that's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm sure your brother will.
One you didn't know.
Maybe the brother will feel away, but
Yeah, but
maybe the ex, they'd be like, what? Yo, what the fuck?
Oh, maybe because
Maybe.
it's an ex now.
yeah.
Or
Okay.
and also how they ended. If it was-
True.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
True.
Like,
Okay.
why you fucking my ex's
Yeah.
Oh,
sister?
wait.
What?
Guys.
Oh. You're
She
not
has
done?
sinned.
She has sinned.
He gave me his nickname, not his full name. We both were like, what the fuck? He knew all my brothers. And when it all hit, I knew his wife.
Oh, shit.
She was a family friend to my parents. I'm like, I know your wife. I couldn't tell her because she's seen me growing up. But life goes on.
Wait,
Damn.
how you know the wife and not the husband?
Because he just gave him her a nickname.
No, but if
nickname,
you've
but
known
like
her
you
your
saw
whole
him.
life, she says she known her like.
This is
She knew the wife though.
But how you not know the husband?
Yeah.
Because she knew the wife from growing up.
Yeah.
How you not know the husband?
Because the husband wasn't around when she was
exactly.
growing
a party or something.
up. Nah.
Like,
and
you know, like
even
those
if it was like
family
once or
friends
twice.
that like you're, around the family, but like you don't keep
You
up
know
with
them and
but,
you
like,
don't know their
that-
partner.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, ladies, put yourself in her shoes. Don't you tell the wife like, yo, I didn't know that I fucked your husband.
I mean,
isn't that the girl's girl thing to do?
no
The girl's girl thing to do is like,
Or
don't
take it to-
ever do that shit again,
yeah,
bitch.
exactly.
Oh, okay. Don't fuck with
Okay,
her.
like I get you. I should snitch, right? Because
Yes, right.
because ella lo hizo like, oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
He's the scumbag.
He's the bitch.
Yeah.
By
Of
her
course.
not saying nothing, she's kind of,
Yes, I can agree. That's kind of like, yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
there's moments of like, damn, do I take
Yeah,
it to the
exactly,
grave? Because
yeah.
like, oh shit.
Yeah, because her being a family friend, what is the family going to say? You know what I mean? Like,
that could cause, especially, I don't know,
she's
she's son mexicanos,
yeah.
because
She said she was family friend through her parents.
Yeah, through her parents.
imagine
Bro,
that
fuck
girl
that.
goes and
That's
tells your
wild.
mom,
That's crazy. That's a crazy story.
tu mamá es una, tu hija es una puta, se cogió a mi marido.
I mean,
That's
tu marido
wild.
es un puto, se cogió a mi hija.
Pero, ¿qué quieres?
Imagine everybody at home watching this like,
I
is
know.
it me?
Is it me? Hija, ¿fuiste tú?
That's crazy.
That's
That is
insane.
wild. That is crazy.
Hey guys, I seriously love you two. I'm new to your podcast, but you guys are so funny. When you hit him with the chancla, I almost died laughing. I'm gonna keep wearing
Wait,
chanclas.
when did you hit him with the chancla?
Last episode. He posted on his
Twice.
story with like, yeah, I hit him twice. It's on TikTok. I'll send it to you, girl, so you can laugh too. Yeah. LMAO, Leslie, girl, I can't even be mad because I'm not there. And Jonah, you trigger me and make me laugh. Hombres como tú, peligrosos. Your girl knows you on here making other bitches laugh because, oh, hell no, soy tóxica.
Damn.
Leslie, I love you. Love the podcast. She's from Dallas too. I'm glad y'all made it
shit.
out here.
Shout out to
We have a lot of love in Dallas,
That's what's
actually.
up, yeah.
Really?
Okay, wait, now that we're here.
Uh-huh.
If your man had a podcast,
Making other bitches laugh.
making other bitches laugh, is it gonna make you feel some kind of way?
Well, it depends what he was saying to make them laugh.
If he's trying to,
Yeah, it depends. I mean, like if he's a podcast and he's just like
that's just him
like okay, but if
See?
he's like purposely like
trying to get the
like,
huzz.
diciendo las cosas con doble sentido, I'd be like,
Oh, no, that's...
you know,
Hay
like
una línea.
yeah, no,
Hay una línea.
yeah, I'd be
Okay.
like you know, but
I límites.
yeah.
Shout out to my toxic queens.
Well, they sent us a rose.
Aw.
Shout out.
El ramo buchón.
At first I was like, wait, is that a fucking vibrator rose?
I know, right?
Like, thanks.
I got my first ramo. I'm gonna take a selfie later. Clip this right here. Shout out to whoever sent me this.
The Ramos for me.
I know. What if it's for him and you're like, thank you,
The other
whoever
time,
sent me
Me
this.
dieron un beso y se enojó ella.
Ooh.
Hey, don't be sending on kisses and shit.
Well, they know you're married porque te están mandando
Exactly.
besos.
She was the new follower.
I'd get pissed if someone, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Keep sending.
Pinches viejas resbalosas.
Keep sending
Ah.
Pinches viejas resbalosas.
What the hell is up with these toxic
What the
guys?
hell, Beyonce? I fucking have that stuck in my head. It's like
My kids be saying that all the time.
What the hell?
What the hell is up with these toxic guys not cleaning their fingers? Girly pops, let's step up our game and have them sanitize
Facts.
their hands before doing anything. No, don't even sanitize,
Wash
motherfucker.
'em.
Go wash them. Sing the ABCs or what is it? Happy birthday.
20 seconds or something?
Whatever it is.
Get in
These,
between the nails, todo.
these guys need to be considerate of our pH balance. Anyways, love you guys. Because in our last episode, did you see? I don't know if you saw, but some guy fingered a girl at the club.
I heard that, yes.
And then
yes,
went home to
yes,
his
I saw
girlfriend.
that. Yes, and he like
That's when she
was
threw
like
the
on
chancla at me.
cloud nine,
That's when I
something
threw
like
the
that.
chancla.
Yes. Yes.
Just
That's
cochinos
ridiculous.
marranos.
That is ridiculous.
Hey, cochinas ellas, las que se dejan.
Why are you supporting though? Like, why are you supporting him? Like,
Because that's what I do.
He's like, that's my job.
You guys are girls? I'm toxic kings.
But as a husband,
But I don't worry about that. I ain't out here fingering random hoes at the club.
bueno.
I mean,
Don't you mean?
But if he supports it, does that mean?
It's because I like to see it from a distance. Mira lo cochino. Ah,
de lejos.
dale,
We're
dale.
gonna laugh desde aquí.
Yeah, from here.
Cada quien.
Cada
Cada
quien.
quien. Cada quien.
What's cracking, guys? I'm digging the podcast. Leslie is funny and Jonah is funny. There is no better duo.
Facts.
Period. I got a story time, but I'm going to disappoint Jonah.
What?
Woo! Finally, it's about that time that they
what
disappoint
you
you.
mean?
My bad, homie. Okay, so I have a long-term girlfriend that I plan on marrying.
Oh, that's what's up.
But one night, I was out with the guys and I met a beautiful woman and started... That's already wrong, huh?
What do you
That's
mean
already
beautiful?
wrong.
You met some
Right.
fucking ogre.
So you don't want to marry?
So you don't want to marry her because you
So
found
you
another
don't
girl
love your
beautiful.
girlfriend.
Exactly.
Even
Okay.
even in moments like this, he no gana.
No.
He can't acknowledge another.
Okay, think she's beautiful, but then shut the fuck up. Like, you shouldn't even be telling me she's
Yeah,
beautiful on
exactly.
here.
You shouldn't even.
You shouldn't be typing it out.
Exactly. Bye.
I'm still thinking
How
about
did your
it to
fingers
this day.
manage to...
Exactly. To say the word beautiful to another woman. How dare you? Anyways, I met her and started a friendly conversation with no intentions.
That's what's up.
She told me she had a hotel, lies, and wanted me to go with her. She was from Vegas. Oh, okay, we love him. I told her I have a girlfriend, and she said she'll never know. And we
Be the women.
And we don't even have to exchange contacts or socials. It was the perfect
I was
situation.
about to say that.
I passed. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And Jonah, she was fire.
You passed. Salute my king, but...
Salute. I love you.
oh, he calls her beautiful. He's an asshole, but now...
Hey, we support the loyalness.
From the second half
Yes,
down.
Yeah. But no mames.
I'm sorry, Toxic King.
Why did he even start the conversation? Because
Hey, you can't-
why? Because he
No,
thought she was attractive,
No,
right?
no es grosero, like, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Nah,
I don't care. Like,
he's there with
you
the
know?
homies. He's not there for the beautiful
Yeah,
women.
Exactly.
And if si te saludan, stiff arm.
Yeah, dude, I practice my man all the time. Like, babe, I'm a random girl. What are you gonna do? Yeah,
Putazo.
Start making
exactly.
you out.
No, for real.
That.
I'm like, you're gonna let me get this close? Cause what the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta start stiff arming bitches. I'm sorry, Toxic King, but I left with more confidence because I still had that charm. Okay, see, like, I'm gonna give you a little
The
pass.
fact that he needs to gas himself up for that
Oh
is
my God, no, I know me
ridiculous.
pobre.
Bye.
My
Wait,
poor
wait.
king.
They're gonna cancel me.
I know, like, damn, but it's like, no.
At this point, I should just cheated.
Keep it up, guys. You guys have a fan out here in Dallas.
Damn,
go Cowboys. Hey, we might have to go to Dallas.
Cowboys, hold up.
Maybe enough with the Cowboys, right? But the Dallas, we might have to go and like turn up.
That's crazy.
That's cool. You get a lot of support out there.
That's cool. We made it to Dallas.
Damn.
My poor king, no gana con ustedes.
That was good. I'm going to give him a half a point.
Yeah.
3 points? What do you mean?
Really? 0.5.
A little baddie le dijo, she'll never know.
But why are you admitting that she's a baddie? If you have a long-term girlfriend that you want to marry, why the heck are you even saying the most beautiful, attractive one? She was fired.
Now you're like,
no. I don't think he should have said beautiful.
He did say beautiful.
Maybe. I
and then at the end
he shouldn't have said that.
He said she was fire.
Okay,
he's letting me know, like,
the she was fire, like, whatever.
I'm passing on a fire.
I'm passing on a bad bitch.
There's a difference saying she was an attractive, good-looking woman than for you to, like, you know, meterla así como que,
but if you even sounded lame, so you just got to be like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't have to say she was so beautiful.
Exactly.
I would have liked more like she was a baddie. Like, I see, like, that's it.
I would have clapped for him if he was like, she was a
little, like she was
respectfully a beautiful woman. Yeah. But the fact
shit.
that he initiated a conversation with her was because
we didn't.
Algo le nació allá adentro. He was like, you know.
Let's be honest. The aggressive one sounds like her. What if she was like, hey, oops, sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe, right.
1,000%. Because she said,
I got you, my boy.
That she invited him
to the hotel.
I mean, I'm telling you, it'd be. I told him,
I'm
like, it'd be these damn females. I'm like, you cannot fucking trust.
And especially
anybody.
when he was like, "No, I got a girlfriend, King." And she was
like, we don't need to exchange.
And she said, "She won't know. You don't have to exchange."
No,
see?
No,
I'm not the only one that crashes out.
No,
I want you to keep this in mind, ladies. Every lady, this could happen to your man at the club.
So now he ain't going. And if he is, he's wearing an earplug that I can also hear the conversations that are coming in and out.
You know what? I always tell my man, I'm like, tú sabrás lo que haces afuera de la casa. Exactly. Like, when we're not together, I'm like, tú sabrás. Like, I don't stress about it.
And your conscience is going to
I'm like, eventually, like, what goes around comes around, and I will find out if
amen to that, sister.
Yo me la llevo tranquila. I'm like, you know what you're doing out there, but just know if you did something, it's going to come back to me.
No, not if it's the Vegas girl.
And the one who's going to...
What if it's the other way around? What if I'm at the club and a man comes up to me and like, he's fine, papa, and he's like, it's okay, your man doesn't have to know. Mm-hmm. And
isn't that
I held a conversation with him.
Isn't that normal?
What do you mean normal?
Guys don't give a fuck.
Like guys going up to girls all the time?
Guys really don't.
Yeah, like a guy's never gonna be like, oh, you got a girl.
I feel
never
like,
mind.
honestly, I feel like it's just so normal now. Period, regardless of gender. Like girls going up.
Look at these hoes. Yeah. How many hoes have we had? Remember the panty puller downer? I don't want to ruin your relationship.
No, this bitch said she was already pretty much there. Her chonies were already coming down, and she's like, "But what about your girlfriend, bitch?"
Like, I don't want to ruin your relationship.
Open already.
Ya estás empapada.
Your calzones already to your ankles.
It be the women, dude.
No,
it do be the women, but it do be the men because it.
But like both. This king right here,
I love him.
It'd be both, but I feel like as the years have gone by, the females have gone a little crazy. 1,000%. I'm like,
they've been bold, huh?
And I'm sorry to y'all, but they kicking y'all's ass.
Yeah,
I like him though.
He didn't fold like a launcher.
I like him.
Porque yo.
I'm gonna give him that. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna give him that one. Even if he held a little conversation,
he was just being polite.
Sir, it's fine.
Yeah,
at the club, whatever. No, you could have stiff-armed her, but it's fine.
You could have even spoken, but okay.
Right.
At the same
you could have just gone mute, but...
Girls don't do this because un cualquiera he'll hit on you. But when a girl like throws it, you're like, oh shit. Pues todavía tengo un poco de pegue. You know, let them live.
Y'all gotta boost your ego with just a little bit.
You know?
Con poquito ustedes sienten mucho.
I mean, como esposa, me pongo un poco celosa. It's like, no, like, that's what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to boost your ego. I'm here to, like, tell you look good every day.
Hey.
Let my king get a little...
Salute to him. We're going to salute him. Yeah. We like it a little bit.
He passed on the perfect... And she was a fire baddie. Most guys, 9 out of 10 would have folded.
Would have done it.
Me and him, solid.
Not my man. He knows better.
Okay, 7 out of 10.
Fuck, man.
Because him, me, and her husband would have been like, get out of here.
Period.
Dusty.
Just them three right now are on this side. Let us know if you're gonna join this side, all right?
Everybody else like,
Jonah,
nah.
King, and the other,
and her husband. Yeah.
Period.
That's crazy. We live in a crazy time though.
We really do.
The girls just be as bold too.
No se escucha cada cosa. It's crazy.
I used to think that girl code was stronger than what I've come to realize that it's not. You girls don't give a fuck about each other.
It's died down 1,000%.
What causes that though?
I don't know.
Bitches want to be superior.
You know what it is? I feel like newer generations, like as the generations
As they're
go,
growing up.
it's just like, I don't know, like
Like they don't have the same morals, same.
Like the
Yes.
bitch who said, I don't care if she has a man or he has a wife or a man or a girlfriend.
like, where's your self-respect?
I don't know. Do you think it has anything to do with like how you grow up?
Social
I don't
media?
think so. I think maybe probably social media.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like
Just your mindset.
Yeah.
At this point, isn't it like weird for your dude not to post you?
Low key.
Yeah.
Or do you want
Even
to
if you
live
post
private?
like my zapatilla or something. Just post something of me.
Post
that
my
I'm there.
toe.
Yeah.
Post my hand holding
Post my
you.
hand.
Oh yeah. I've never really been big on like you have to post
Not
me.
have to, but
It's just
let
that should be known, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let
I
these
mean, if
hoes
you're
know.
not begging, but if like you have to tell your man, hubby, boyfriend, whatever, like why don't you post me? Girl,
That's kind of
that's suspicious.
Yeah.
You don't want someone to see.
Because the day he does, somebody's gonna be like, "That's interesting."
Yeah, se le
in the
cayó el
comments.
ganado, you know.
Ooh.
Nope.
Then all the hoes
doesn't-
are gone.
yeah.
Also, don't
Exactly.
post me because I might lose my house too.
Ah.
It goes both ways, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody sends you a screenshot of his profile.
Oh fuck!
Nah,
How'd you
that's-
post me?
That's my cousin.
That's my cousin. We just
Dude. Wait, hold on. I
related.
don't know if you want to put this in there, but whatever happened to that one guy that you were posting on your story about? Like you went out and you met this one guy, and that he was like, you were sharing that he was like so
my
fine.
close
And
friend?
yes.
Cut this. Anyways, moving on.
Okay.
I think I might.
Ah,
He's a fine papa.
I
Jonah gave me the
remember.
green light.
Yeah,
Handle that.
Right?
I was living for that term. Like,
Si no
period.
tú, haz tu lado.
I just remember you like taking like he was so fine and and he can dance. And
He
I'm like,
loves
girl,
me. Go get him.
do it, like do it.
I think I will. I think I'm
You still have
dreaming
him
of
on
him
Instagram?
now. Yeah,
Yeah?
he loves me.
He around? He loves
around.
me.
He might be at Chingon tonight. Where should we go? Just kidding.
Is that in a club on a Wednesday?
He goes every
No way.
fucking Wednesday, Friday.
You don't care?
He doesn't drink.
What?
Didn't drink
Doesn't drink
all
when he goes
weekend. No, he doesn't drink or do or smoke or none of that.
Really?
He's a dancer. He's me. He's me in
okay.
male form.
But you drink.
Well, I drink sometimes, but I can go out and not drink.
Same.
Okay.
Is my point.
Yeah.
But he lives like close by, so that's why I'm like maybe he could be a whore.
Yeah.
But a part of me is like it's fine.
If you think about it, if you see a guy like from a girl's perspective, you see him all dancing over here, blah blah blah. You're like, oh, maybe.
But I was telling him that like when we would go out and I would see him out, I'm like, clip all of this, okay? Cut it out.
Come to find out, he's a big old.
I know he's a fucking thought.
Well, you're never gonna know
Unless
Open
you
the door.
Unless you open the door.
Unless you become one of his hoes.
Imagine you're gonna live life. What if? I
what
would've-
if?
Some
You guys are
what ifs
convincing me.
are fine.
Some what ifs you can pass.
Like that, he's probably like, what if? That's a good thing you left that alone, my
Yeah.
guy. Some what ifs también.
I see on the stand.
For real.
You can't live for the plot for everything.
Yeah, nah.
Nope.
I say you live for the plot, but as long as it doesn't involve anybody else's like feelings,
Right.
and shit like that.
Mental.
Like that, he could have for the plot. He would have been like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna." She's never gonna know. But you're involving now your girl's feelings that she could find out.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Thank you for being mindful.
This is all cut out. What do you mean?
And Jameer, and then clap right there for the king. That's the best thing I've heard you
That's the
say.
best thing I've heard you
on
say
an
all day.
episode, Yeah.
This is all.
It's like this is not coming
He's like,
out.
"Oh, that's why we're not the podcast."
This was never see the light of day.
I know.
How'd you like it?
Good. It was chilling.
Good little
It
yap
was like,
sesh?
yeah, a little yap.
How long did it take for the nerves to?
In like the first 10 minutes.
Ah, see?
Yeah.
When she started talking about her husband.
Yeah, for real. I was like,
I love the story because it came with a little bit of like tea.
Uh-huh.
Then it had a happy ending. We love it.
it did. It did.
Love that
Yeah.
for you.
I was chilling. I was chilling.
I'm gonna be a little toxic for your man. Does he know? Does your man know? No. Does your husband know that the guy you went on a date with that you paid for, he follows you on Instagram?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Yes.
He knows he's
And it's funny because
a little eye twitch right there.
Dude, hold up. Maybe you want to put this in there. You want to slip this back in there. But I'm telling you, San Diego's so fucking small.
It's all my cousin.
Hold up. I
It's Leslie.
know. No. So come to find out, the guy that I went on a date with who didn't pay, and like I had to pay for the
brokey?
Yeah, the broke guy.
Is he still broke?
I don't know.
Okay.
Es primo de one of my husband's cousins.
Bruh.
Yes. So he's not like related to my husband, but he's cousins with one
Conocido.
of his cousins.
Uh-huh.
if
But
that
is there a
makes sense.
chance you'd see him like at a family function?
No, I see I see his cousin at the
Okay.
parties, but he's never, because that's like from the dad's
Like the
side.
other-
You know
Yeah,
what?
the
It
other
doesn't
side.
really matter.
But I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what are the odds? You know, like come to find out years later that like
Everyone
we
knows
have
everyone.
low-key
doing
destined to be part of that family.
It's meant to be one
meant to
side
be
or another.
one side.
Just kidding. No, not the other. Not the other. One side.
But,
Sorry.
yeah.
but no pasó nada because
No.
like, obviously you're not gonna kiss a guy that doesn't pay.
Yeah,
for
no,
dinner.
nothing. Literally nothing. Like we just
Yeah.
went on a date and we didn't even talk that whole, because I was pissed. Like
Of
I just
course.
waited for him to finish his food and then he drove me home and was silent. He's like, "Oh, we should do this again another time." Like, fuck no. I was like, nope. I never spoke to him.
Yeah, of course he's like, let's do this again. I have to pay.
Because you
real.
paid, yeah.
Yeah, and no, never spoke to him again.
That was a good question because
Have
I
you
thought
paid
about
for
it
a
when you
date?
were saying.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, are you
Yeah, no, yeah, he knows.
Have
Yeah.
I ever paid for a date?
like that? Like we're,
Like on a first date? No,
Yeah.
but like with my
but I don't count.
boyfriends. Nah, because with my first boyfriend, broke ass, brokey broke. That if I
Bro,
never
the sisters
paid,
I
already
remember
hate
that
you.
relationship.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was like,
yeah. If I didn't pay, bro, no comíamos.
Shut the fuck
No
up.
way.
bro.
We would just never go
Is
eat.
this the person who I'm thinking about? Oh no,
Not my baby daddy.
no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sí es cierto.
Cut that, John.
Cut that.
Damn,
Yes,
that's
it's the
crazy.
Dude, one.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna tell you
dude.
I'm gonna
Rocky.
confide in you guys 2 broke moments that I've had in my life, and I'm not proud of them. Which, when I hear stuff like that, man, I don't know how to, because I felt so embarrassed these 2 times. I used to be a club promoter, and they would give us free drink tickets, and so I was down bad at the time, and this girl that I liked, she's like, "Hey, I was like, let me get you a drink because I had drink tickets." I was
Yeah.
like, so I don't gotta pay.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Okay, cool." We go, and she asked for champagne, but they come in a bottle.
And you can't use
And
the
you can't
ticket.
use the tickets, and I was like, oh.
So what'd you do?
I was like,
Hey, put on my tab.
bro, I literally was like, I ain't got it. She was like, "It's okay," and she paid.
Aw.
Sorry to that queen, wherever you are.
Bro, I was down
At least
bad
she said
Who
for,
it's
is she? Let's
okay.
drop off a whole fucking large champagne at her front door.
for real. I owe you, girl. She follows the podcast.
I'm dead.
See, but there is girls who like see it through, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's fine. No, Miss Jona,
I
though.
know, bro. And she's the one I told the story that and her tussled. Remember in the
Oh,
bathroom?
that you were holding hands with?
What?
Jonah's a toxic king. Was a toxic king.
Was it? And then the other time, this girl, she needed something for her car fixed. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to dinner." And I was like, "Nah, it's okay." She's like, "No, let me take you for doing it." And we went and saqué la cartera and I didn't have it. Thank God. She's like, "No, I told you." I was like,
Thank God, because you didn't even have
I
enough.
didn't have it, dude. I was down. Thank God she was like, "No, I told you I got it." I was like, "Woo!" This would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah.
What do you do there? Run out?
My bad, fam.
I left my wallet in
And
the
then,
car.
and then if she don't got it either?
I
Pero
would
ya,
have been like, "¿Por qué me invitas, pinche bro?"
pero ya tragaron. Like, hold on, let me have my mom Apple
For
Pay me
real.
real quick.
No, that's crazy, huh? Hey,
crazy.
I think everybody has down moments.
Everybody has their moments at that
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. But like, if you're trying to first impress mijo, make sure you got some in your in your
Yeah,
pocket.
for sure.
What pissed
Don't
me off
go-
though is that this guy was like insisting, like, "Let me take you out, let me take you out, let me."
Like
take
you
out.
had time to save up.
Yes, you know, or like when I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. So I'm like, okay, you know, like fine, let's go out. Pa que se te olvide la pinche cartera, güey. Like no mames.
No mames. You should have left me at
No,
the first.
for real. Like
I feel like if you in these day and age, like if you're gonna take a girl on a date, at least 300. Like you probably won't spend 300.
And that's a push. That's a lot, sir. I'm down for some in and out.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying, but
for real.
you may not spend it.
Yeah,
but in
but
case,
But have that much.
Uno
you
nunca
never know.
sabe.
Yeah.
You're right,
What if
you're
she's
right.
like, "Let me get a bottle of champagne"?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
For real.
For real.
You're like, "I'll have water, thank you."
And we're not eating,
good.
just the champagne.
Yeah.
For real. True.
It's tough. 'Cause
Damn.
Some girls to loosen, they're like lobster, steak, smothered onions.
Smothered with onions. I should do that.
For the lady, perhaps a salad.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever wants to take me on a date, we got to go to Crab Hut first.
Damn.
Damn, because that shit's fire. I don't even care if I pay for that shit.
Really?
That shit's expensive,
Give
bro.
a fuck. It's just so good.
I took my girl. I was like, "Yeah, man, let's do
It
some
is
crab
expensive.
hug." And she's like, "All right." And then we got like individual bags. And she was like 180. I was like, "God damn."
No, one
I've heard
time,
it's expensive, but I've never had it.
it's so
What?
good.
So it's good.
One time we were eating and like we were just really craving it, but we ordered the bag, but we wanted more crab. But I forgot that there was like the king crab and the
Oh yeah, the
snow
regular-
crab.
yeah.
So we ordered another pound of king crab. Bro, it was like fucking 100 something just for like the tres pinches dedos.
Yeah, it's because they're like big.
Just for that plus like $90 of our bag that we had already gotten. And I was like, damn, not again.
It's fire though.
Yeah, it's
I
fire.
even ate the crawfish. And I don't like seafood.
I don't really like the crawfish because it's like a little pedacito de caquita.
Yeah.
That's it. And like this, go bitch.
And you gotta,
I don't know.
We're gonna go together.
you gotta work for it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a girl.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No sé
fire.
por qué
That's the
nunca
spot.
me, like,
¿Te
Tell
gustan
your
los
man to
mariscos?
Yeah.
You'll like
Tell your man
you'll
to
like
take
it,
you.
yeah. It's just spicier.
I think that's why I'm not.
Oh, you're not a
Big
spicy
fan.
girl. Oh, you could do mild girl.
Okay.
The flavor is bussin'.
Yeah.
Buzzing, yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it.
The corn.
My mouth got a little watery.
Pause the
Potato.
sausage. Yeah. Pause.
Lucio.
Pause. Cochinos. Asquerosos. Like the ladies at the clubs.
Nah. Like the men sticking fingers at the clubs.
That was funny as shit.
That was crazy.
Because every guy's been there.
Sucias y sucias.
Even I did that.
No! You should have
Bye.
kept that to yourself, Jonah.
And I remember doing it and the guy was watching. And I thought it was like the coolest shit ever. I was like, yeah, boy. And he was just like, and then he like dabbed me with my free hand. I was like,
Oh, it's my free Eddie.
That's a thing?
Bro, no comment.
yeah, it's like, hey,
No comment.
shout out, you know. See you, big dog.
That's crazy.
No comment.
In their fucking
Yeah, the
animals.
difference between men and women is wild.
Cause no way you're getting fingered in a girl.
No way I'm dabbing up a bitch.
Yeah, girl.
Get it, bitch.
Get
Like,
it.
what the fuck?
Fuck
No.
no. Get out of it.
You know the girl gonna be judging. She's not gonna be like, yeah, bitch.
She's gonna be like, you
yeah.
dirty ass bitch. Yeah, for sure.
No.
You walk by and you see that, you're like, asquerosa.
Yeah.
Nah.
Tell your man you're never coming
Fuck
here.
no, never coming back.
I'm fucking dead. Bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, I appreciate you for coming through.
No, thank you.
Drop your Instagrams, you know, so they can find you. Maybe just your business if you don't want them.
Maybe I'll
in your-
accept you on my personal, depending
Depends on who you are. But
My
drop
personal, what is it? At Gigi Ruiz. I think it's @ Gigi Ruiz, and it's GGRUIZ.
Just the girlies though.
Yeah, just the girly pops. And then my business.
No, because the girlies are the ones trying to.
Actually, just kidding. Nobody.
No one at all.
No girlies. My business at Gorgeous Girl Lux.
Yes, go check out Gorgeous Girl Lux now for all the brown needs. Okay, don't play with her. Are you you offer more than just brows?
Just lash lift.
Oh
Yeah, lash lift and
lash lifts
tint.
and brows.
Why don't you ever promote your business?
For real.
One time when she
Are
first
you're still working, right?
when she first came on, I screenshotted her page and posted it. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
go see her. Nothing. She just ignored. I don't even think she saw it. I was like, damn, all right.
I have not gone on my business page for a long.
Why?
I do sometimes just to repost. Dude, I got burnt out. If you I don't know if you realize, but for a while I was on my social media shit.
Yeah.
Like I was making funny reels. I was getting hella views, like everything. Thank God, like I'm so blessed that I get booked regardless, right? So I don't have to really promote myself like that. I have my returning clients and I still get new clients. I know it will be better,
Like
obviously,
word of
if I
mouth?
do promote myself.
No,
Yeah.
period, you're fine.
But I was going through a lot, I think.
Yeah.
That I told myself already that like next month, yeah, bitch, ponte las pilas and get back to it.
No, but like you said, luckily, like you're blessed enough.
Yeah.
That, like, you don't need to put in like so much.
The extra work, yeah.
Because it does take a
That's why
toll.
we were trying to hype her. I was like, go see Leslie from.
No, yeah. But I think
She
at
got
that
it
time,
like that. She don't need to
Jonah,
promote her
Put her
Instagram.
logo right here.
She's just
That's
that
the
good.
best.
She's that girl.
at that time, I think I just was already burnt out. That like I did not have the energy for it. Even just looking at it, I would be overwhelmed. Like, fuck, bro, I still have to do more.
Yeah,
That's
know.
how I feel every day.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too damn much.
But yes, follow both of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Moral of the story. Grande
Yes.
papi. You already know 5 eyes at the end. Thank you.
I'm gonna do a vlog where you do mine.
All right, let's
you
do it.
should. Dude, you should do full lamiente.
Everything.
Period.
That
Why
was
not?
kind of judgy though. She's like, no, you need.
Go
no,
do it.
No, it'd be
And then
funny.
you go get a lash lift.
That's the lashes?
Curl your
No
lashes.
tengo.
That's triste.
I get jealous when I see like fucking dudes who got the long. I'm
Hey,
like,
there's some guys who
where'd
have
you
some
get
luscious
it?
lashes. Huh?
No, for
Shitting
real.
on you hoes.
More
yeah.
than the girls.
1,000%.
But yes, thank you, Honey Bunch,
Oh,
for
thank you
joining
guys for
us.
having
And thanks for
me.
supporting as well.
Now you picked up on a little game. These hoes are out here. Ponte
Trucha.
Oh, sí estoy trucha.
See, now-
A mí nadie me...
Hold on, real quick. Before we leave, hey, sit down.
No se
No
vayan.
se vayan. Now that you hear shit like that,
Uh-huh.
if a girl adds you, you're like, why are you adding me?
If it's someone I don't know, like, at all, I'm like,
sus about it.
Yeah,
because
sus.
those
I
times
don't
my
accept
goal
it.
to see like your man, they
Yeah, no, exactly.
Motherfucking
Again, why I
hoes.
have my personal private?
That makes
because
sense.
being just,
I think like
So if ando te relación, that'd be like,
exactly. There's too many of those out there.
there do be
Like,
those. Like you're so pretty. You guys are so cute together.
it's always those two.
I think for me, and I try to see it sometimes, I'm like, fuck, maybe I should go private. But I genuinely feel like I enjoy my life being public because in the future, like that is my potential. That's I see that for myself, right? Like I enjoy that.
1,000%.
So even if a random bitch follows me, it doesn't even not that I don't give a fuck, but it doesn't phase me
She's
where
not
I
saying
see
that
it like,
she loves you all.
I love you guys. Like, thank you, right? Shout out. But I don't see it as like, they're just trying to see what I'm doing. Like, and if they are, go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for
Thank
getting
you
me
for
closer to
supporting.
my
exactly.
following.
Like the
Thank
pictures.
you for
Like
getting me
pictures.
closer to getting me famous. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
That's the goal.
So thank you guys for coming and joining and supporting. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and keep submitting your confessions because
we love them.
He's kind of
They're
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
Crazy. I
Wild,
get kind of
wild.
scared to read them and even share them on my social media. I was telling Jonah this morning. I'm
Wait,
like,
are these confessions come from like anybody?
yeah, like random.
Anonymous.
And they're anonymous.
That's crazy.
So if you have something, girl, you can we won't know it's
In
you.
parentheses, it's me.
I know. At the bottom,
So
GG.
one time I left my man.
It's me, the homie.
And now we're married.
One time my homie hop, we're gonna be like,
we know who.
No.
That was funny. Now I appreciate you for coming through. Leslie, as always,
you.
my favorite co-host,
Thank you.
Your fave girl.
The only one.
my favorite duo. Till next time.
Peace.
Yay.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jona, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.